Greetings. In this part of our discussion, we are shedding some light over the terrorism of the Israeli nation 3,000 years back to understand their terrorism today and how they committed mass murder and massacres against the Palestinians to rape their land and colonize it and to steal their belongings, everything they own, homes, silver, gold, bronze, iron, whatever. And on top, to burn their cities to the ground. All right, we are still in chapter 11 in the book of Joshua. Let's read verse 22. After we read in 21, Joshua destroyed them utterly with their cities. 22 says, there was none of the Anakims left in the land of the children of Israel. Now it's the land of the children of Israel. The land of the children of Israel. There was none of the Anakims left. They destroyed every single one of them. Mass murder, massacres, bloodshed, whole nations is being put to the edge of the sword, condemned to death. Why? What's the reason? What's their crime? Because they are the real owners of the land that the terrorist Israelis want. The same situation today. Palestinians are the real owners of the land, but the terrorist Israelis want this land, so kill the Palestinians. Use every method you can acquire. Mass destruction. Only in Gaza, in Gath, and in Ashdod. Imagine, Ashdod, even Ashdod, this is a very historical name. It's not an Israeli name. It's a Palestinian. There remained. Very well. Verse 23 says, so Joshua took the whole land of what? Of the Palestinians. After they killed them, they steal, their belongings, they burn the cities. So Joshua took the whole land. They stole the whole land of Palestine, as they are doing today or trying to. According to all that the Lord said unto Moses, and Joshua gave it for an inheritance unto Israel according to their divisions by their tribes, and the land rested from war. Okay, the land rested from which war? That the terrorist Israelis started and finished. The land finally had some rest from the bloodshed at the hands of the terrorist Israelis against the Palestinians 3,000 years back, being repeated for the last 70 years today. Joshua chapter 20 says, the Lord also spake unto Joshua, saying, verse 2 says, speak to the children of Israel, saying, appoint out for you cities of refuge, whereof I spake unto you by the hand of Moses. What God of Israel is suggesting here? This God that encouraged murder and murderers and thugs, those who kill for unjust reasons. So he said, prepare some cities, assign some cities, appoint out for you cities of refuge. Remember, in the old days, we used to have those who commit crimes in the U.S., North America, and to escape from the law back then, they used to run to Mexico. This is exactly where they got it from, the Old Testament. God is ordering Joshua and the children of Israel to make specific cities of refuge for those murderers who commit murders. If they enter those cities, you cannot touch them. They are safe. You cannot even go and catch them to bring them to justice. Verse 3 says that the slayer that killeth any person unawares and unwittingly may flee thither, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. So anybody, the son seeking vengeance for his father who died, or the father who seek, the vengeance for the blood of his son who was killed, or the mother, or the sister, or the wife, or whatever, any criminal may commit a crime, can run to those cities, so that the relatives, the family, blood relatives cannot seek vengeance against those. Once you reach those cities, you are safe. Nobody can touch you. This is the order of God of terrorism. Verse 4 says, and when he that doth flee unto one of those cities shall stand at the entering of the gate of the city, and shall declare his cause in the ears of the elders of that city, they shall take him into the city unto them, and give him a place that he may dwell among them. Wow. With respect and honor, like we are doing today to our soldiers. Those 140 to 50,000 soldiers that we sent to Iraq to destroy Iraq and Afghanistan, when the period of time of service over there ends and they come back home, we receive them at the airport. We call them heroes. They committed mass murder in Iraq and in Afghanistan, but we receive them as heroes back home. In the airport with flowers and music and cheers and smiles, honoring the heroes coming back from killing innocent people in their innocent countries that did nothing against us. Verse 5 says, and if the avenger of blood pursue after him, then they shall not deliver the slayer up into his hand, because he smote his neighbor unwittingly and hated him not before time. Okay, so nobody is supposed to deliver him to justice. On the contrary, they have to protect him, to give him a place to live in peace, to protect him against anybody coming to avenge the blood that he spilled. This is the order of God of Israel and the Christians. And he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of the high priest that shall be in those days. Then shall the slayer return and come unto his own city and unto his own house, unto the city from whence he fled. So, this exile for taking a life, for killing a person, is not an everlasting. Not like a sentence, a life sentence in prison, like we do, according to human law. Somebody kills someone, they may get a life sentence in jail, or get 10 years, or get 20 or 30 or forever, until they die and rot in the jail. but not according to the God of Israel. You kill someone, just run as fast as you can to one of those cities of refuge. There you will find sanctuary. There you will be protected by the very people who live in the city. They will receive you with open arms, give you a place to stay, treat you very well, not like a criminal as you deserve. And then if the priest, dies in the other city that you came from, you fled from, and things are cool now, you can go back home. Nobody should touch you. Nobody will ask you, why did you kill, or come to be judged and punished. No punishment. So kill anytime you wish. It is the Jewish Christian book that provoke killing, not the Quran of the Muslims. In the Quran of the Muslims, you take, the verses out of context to make it sound bad, because you are rotten in nature. But if you are decent, you would read, the chapter that this verse belongs to. Many verses before, many verses after, to understand the situation. But over here, reading before, reading after doesn't make any changes to the judgment. Just run to the refuge city, and you can live in peace after you kill and murder someone. Just that simple. That simple. Find me in the Quran something similar to this. I dare you. Now I noticed in the book of Joshua, verse 22, chapter 22, verse 34, something very interesting. In the Arabic version of the Jewish Christian book, in the Arabic version, it says, the Lord is God. But in Arabic, it says, Ar-Rabb hu Allah. The Lord is Allah. The name of the Lord in the Jewish Christian book, in the Arabic version, from cover to cover, the name of the Lord is Allah. That the stupid in the West attack and insult his name. They are insulting the God of the Christians, Arab Christians, and Arab Jews. Imagine. There will come the time when we will discuss the name of the Lord, the true name of the Lord. I promise. Very well, so this was the book of Joshua, and in the next video we will go to other book. Try to have an idea about the terrorism of the Israeli nation against the Palestinians 3,000 years back, also today, to better understand the situation and stop this rotten stupidity of calling the Palestinians by terrorists. Why you alter and change the truth? You call the terrorists by Democrats, and you call the Palestinians by terrorists. This is such a rotten concept you created. Till next time, take care.